You got one person waiting in one and one person
All
waiting in
right.
the other. Did you click on them to go live?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if they catch up. Let's see if they catch up. Let's see
All
real
right.
quick. Yeah, so
Looks like it's on now.
yes. There we go. They are now finally up and
Production.
working. Yes. So yeah, hey, hey, wouldn't be a real dead in the water show without some kind of technical difficulties.
Technically, yeah. Hey, hey. One of the shows where you weren't here, I wasn't even on screen for like 10 minutes. I didn't even realize it. It was just like a blank screen.
That's hilarious. Hey, it happens, man. Learning the ropes, man. Learning the
Yeah.
ropes. So yeah, were you watching the game? What did you think about what we missed? Well, we missed online the first.
The Knicks are winning right now, but it's only a 10-point lead, which is no lead at all.
Right. I agree.
So we'll see. We'll see how this game goes.
Yeah,
The Pacers just look better. I mean, they look better.
Yes. Absolutely. I mean, they're stronger, right? That's the other thing. They're definitely stronger. So they got more depth.
It's going to take a huge performance from Jalen Brunson to get this thing done tonight.
Correct. I agree. All right, so you do have one going. That is your horizontal. We want your vertical one going. Why is it not going? Spence. Let me see.
Oh, wait. All right. That one's on.
You got one going, but you don't have another one. You got it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's live.
It's live now.
It says it's going live.
Okay. Yep. And the way you don't have to worry about that is when you do set it up, I'll show you. You can click enable to start whenever I start it. So you know what I mean? Right. You don't have to worry about any of this stuff. Okay, it takes a little bit of time, man. It takes a little bit. It takes a little bit to get this stuff going properly as we like. You know what I mean? But yes, you are correct. Now we have everything we need.
Good.
Oops. Let me go refresh that. Yeah, now you're live on both. So this way you can use these to cut up and write and do things.
Excellent.
For content. So you'll have vertical and horizontal. So boom. All right, man. Sweet. Let's get back to it, man. We got Rated Transplant. Pacers versus Thunder will be a great finals matchup for the basketball purists. Too bad NBA is just losing the mainstream fan base. Yeah, I agree.
Because nobody cares about that matchup outside of those two cities.
Correct. No, you're absolutely right.
It's like the biggest money loser matchup.
Yeah, it's not cool.
And I think they said that I think it was like game 4, I think, for the Thunder. I think they said that was the worst rated NBA game in like 35 years or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Just go. I mean, like when your market's Oklahoma City.
Right. No, that's true. That's a very good point.
I think Cedar Park has more people. Point. I think Cedar Park, Pflugerville has more people than Oklahoma City.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's a city barely. Yeah. So, and it's nothing against Oklahoma City. It's a great city. I drove through there. I really enjoyed my stay there, but it's just not gonna bring eyes. And Shea is just not big enough yet.
Nope. I agree.
To draw him on his own.
He's
right?
getting there.
LeBron played for the worst team in the NBA, and people watched their games because of him. Right?
That's very true.
So it can be done, but your Q rating's got to be through the roof.
I agree. I agree. And I don't see that happening.
No.
Yeah, I don't see that happening at all.
But Oklahoma City's going to look a little different next year, like regardless of whether they win or lose, because they've got so much draft capital.
A ton. I mean,
there's lots of people in play.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. I don't know.
The whole team is, except for Shea, is on rookie contract.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how they're not going to come back even better.
They absolutely will. They're going to come back better. But the thing is like who is the one they're going to add? Are they going to add like a Durant? Are they going to be the team that gets Porzingis from us or Drew? I don't know. That's one of these teams is going to do it, but they're a well constructed team right now.
Yes. Yep. Beyond. I mean, I don't see who they're going to lose to.
I think Indy gives them a fight, but it's ultimately going to be.
They have home field throughout, right?
Oh yeah, the best record NBA, so
exactly
they're going to have home court. Yeah, they're not going to lose. They're not going to lose. It might be a 6-game series, but I don't think.
Shout out to Pigs. For a second there, I thought you landed an interview with Josh McDaniels. He's talking about you. What's up, Pigs? Hilarious. So I went to check out Mission Impossible. That movie was badass, man. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's something I should start doing. Critiquing movies.
Yeah, I could talk movies. That's my other love, like sports and movies. I could do that all day.
Yep. But yeah, it was.
I haven't seen Dead Reckoning yet, but it looks awesome.
It was. Obviously, I won't ruin anything. It was just a badass movie. I'll give Tom Cruise his you know what I'm saying. I'll give him his props, man. He's the real deal. Yeah, he's the real deal. Does all of his stunts. Yeah,
dude's like in his 60s doing all his own stunts.
Yeah, it was nice.
Insane.
Yeah, it was nice. It was a good show. Very entertaining. Very entertaining. Yes.
So I unfortunately watched the new Captain America last night when it came out on Disney Plus.
Oh, really? Not good?
Yeah, it was a little underwhelming, I guess is the word for it.
Yeah, interesting. See, luckily for me, I've never been
not into the comic book movies.
Exactly. I've never been a fan of Marvel or any of those superhero stuff. So I wish. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't pick that up. I mean, my dad was huge into it. Yeah.
That is kind of shocking because we grew up in the era.
We did, exactly.
Right? We had the X-Men on. All this stuff has been like redone from our generation.
Exactly. Yep. So pigs. Hey, Turf and friends, I dig the New England swag, though. Hey, he's a Patriot fan, man. He's a Patriot fan. It is what it is. Let me. I want to change this to the bottom here. Yeah.
We're working on getting the offense going now.
Getting what?
We're getting the offense together now.
Okay. Well, yes.
I mean, you Raider fans can attest to this. It's not easy to learn Josh McDaniels' offense.
No, not at all.
And it's downright painful initially.
Yep.
It's not going to look great.
Nope.
It's not going to look great.
Nope. Angelo, free fight night weekend, Spence. Tomorrow is in the Golden Boy Boxing YouTube channel at 5 p.m.
You know, I think I've watched like 3 boxing matches since Angelo's got into my DMs, and that's like 3 more than I've seen in like 10 years.
Saturdays on Amazon Prime at 5.
So Angelo's accomplished the mission.
Oh, I didn't know they were both in Las Vegas. See, this is why I can't wait to move to Las Vegas, man.
Vegas is the
roll
center
out
of the
of bed
universe,
and,
dude.
yeah, you're there. You just roll out of the bed and you're there.
It's just a matter of time. You're gonna have baseball. You're gonna have basketball. You're gonna have football.
All of it.
You already have a hockey team. Yeah, I mean, you have a good hockey team.
Yes, a good one.
You have a good hockey team.
Absolutely right.
I saw the Raiders have the second longest drought in the NFL for winning a playoff game.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 23 years.
Oh wow! I didn't know that.
Yeah, second longest.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Yes, well, here's the hope, and then you guys break that this year.
Right.
Get back.
Absolutely.
Hey, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to change the show name if both our teams come back to life. But
it's possible. Anything is possible.
See what we already breathed into existence is the opening game of the week.
What's that?
Raiders, Patriots.
That's right. We sure did.
That's right. That's all us.
We sure did. Why is this? I don't think. I don't think mine is going. I'd checked all of those channels. Yeah, I don't think my Facebook and that is.
Your face.
Oh. Let me check out something here.
Yeah, Instagram kicks you out after an hour.
It should be 2 hours.
For me, it was just an hour. It just killed the stream after an hour.
Yeah, it should be 2 hours. Keyword should, right?
Yeah, it might be. Do you have like a premium account for Instagram?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, so
you kind of have to with all of this stuff, man.
Yeah.
No.
Twitch is fine. Twitch doesn't complain. YouTube doesn't complain.
Right.
I can't get on Twitter yet, which you say is like the golden goose for streaming. But I gotta set that up.
Yep.
Still a lot of stuff to set up.
Yes, an awful lot.
Yeah. An
awful lot. And yes, you are right, pigs. Rundown left the stream last night. It's pretty funny.
He left it running?
Yeah, because you know how you started yours? You're gonna
You're
gonna have to stop it. And if you don't stop it,
just keeps going.
It keeps going.
So he pulled the Shannon Sharp.
Something like that, right?
Well, hopefully not all the way, but
right. All right, so I'm gonna stop, restream, and start restream and see what happens. Let's see if we go live. Man, we are officially live. Yep, he sure did. Right. I told him the same thing, pigs. I was like, yeah. He forgot, though. Yep, so now I got it. Yeah, I didn't have it copied properly. The URL for Restream. But we are good to go. Now we are on X. Shout out to my people on X. We are on Facebook. And last but not least, Twitch, which for some odd reason, I always get one person. I never know who that one person is, but I always get one person.
I got one person too on Twitch.
Yeah, right.
I think it's weird. Twitch. Twitch is
I know, right? Exactly, right? It's Twitch. Twitch is still watching. That's hilarious. But yeah, so this game, man, the Knicks are up third quarter. Wow, where's the foul at? Yeah, it's about time.
Jeez. Yeah, they are. They're definitely not calling a lot of fouls in this series.
That's what it looks like. Who'd you have winning this before they start? You did have
Pacers.
The Pacers winning this. That's right. No, that would make sense.
The Knicks shouldn't have beat us.
That is true. That is true.
But you know what? Like, stuff happens, so
right.
That's life.
That is.
They got it done. They could have easily just let us take it from them after we took it to them in Game 4, but
that is true.
They put us down in Game 5. So
yep.
Congratulations to them.
So our show is definitely being punished by the algorithm gods. I have 0 people, ladies and gentlemen, watching my vertical. Shout out to the 0 people. Spence, even you have a person. You actually have 3 watching your vertical, I think. So
wow. 3's an improvement. I have 1 last 2 weeks, so
right.
That's growth.
Absolutely.
It's growth.
We'll get there, man. Like I mean, that's just the way the game goes, right? That's why it's really hard to kind of miss, till you get established, and even still, they punish you when you miss. Like I did 3 weeks. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, we were doing pretty well.
Right. But that's not why we do it, ladies and gentlemen. Right?
That's it.
Everybody's looking to retire off of YouTube here anytime soon. No time soon. We got plenty of time for that. Yeah, exactly. But no, man, it's it'll be fun getting everything back up to speed. And I mean, with all of the playoff stuff happening, plenty of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plenty of time. I think the finals will probably go 7 games. That's my guess.
You think it's going to go 7?
Yeah, I do think it'll go 7. The finals?
Yeah. Their defense is just next level.
You're talking OKC.
Oklahoma, yeah. Their defense is...
It is next level.
You'll see. Like, Naismith is cooking the Knicks right now.
Right.
He's not going to do a thing next series.
You don't think
nothing?
So, huh?
No. He'll score 5 points a game, maybe. That's it.
Huh? Yeah, the Knicks ain't playing, man. Spike Lee got on his Knick outfit, his Knick suit.
Oh yeah, he's like
orange with the blue. They're not pinstripes; those are thick stripes.
Those Knicks fans, they must realize like it might be another 20 years before we're here again. Like they flew out to Indy for those games.
Yep. Yeah, it's not cute for Knicks fans.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. Let me see. I'm going to try to get us maybe we can get some Facebook fans.
Some Facebook fans. Just trying to pull them from wherever you can.
Anywhere. Anybody. Not that we need anyone to get involved. I haven't been doing it in so long, man. I mean, 3 weeks. I forget what I used to do, right? All of the marketing, if you will, right? Posting.
I mean, that's the real thing. Like the marketing.
Yeah, pushing this stuff out there.
Yeah, you got
making sure people even know you have a show going.
Yeah. I gotta get better about consistently posting too, like on Instagram and X. Like
you need a show, man. You need a show.
Yeah. Well, it's summer now. Like the kids are out of school, so I have some time now. I think I could probably get something cooking. I didn't have like outside of today, the Thursdays that we do. Like I didn't really have a consistent time.
Right. No, I get it. I get it. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Luckily, my wife can't use the excuse as far as going to work in terms of taking my son to practice for track. So, yeah, track is crazy right now. AAU track, Jesus Christ, it's crazy. Texas, it never stops blowing my mind.
No.
In terms of athletics and sports, it's just nuts. It's nuts.
Athletics is a job for your, teenager that they don't get paid for.
Yep.
Or the parents pay for it.
Yep. Pigs. The branding is half the battle. I listen to Dan Coe on YouTube. Yeah, I need to start listening to a lot of. I got my favorites that I listen to and steal bars from and so forth. I always shout out Anton Daniels. He's one of the longtime YouTubers that I tend to watch. Yeah, there's a lot of guys out here, man. I mean, there's no shortage of YouTubers that's really getting it in, and they really are, making a living, and not only making a living for themselves, but employing several other people during this process. So yes, it's possible. It's doable if that's your goal. I would not deter it. It's just not technically my goal to have a whole entire conglomerate, right? I just want to do what I'm doing. I don't want it to be a job yet. I don't want it to be a job yet, meaning that, now I have to, right? Now I have to. Like those 3 weeks. Could you just imagine, you know what I mean? You're still trying to, really truly figure out things and grieve, and you have to go get on stage. I mean, I'll just put it to you this way. It's a different perspective on entertainers and, people that don't have that choice, man. They think about it. You can't cancel a tour because, you know what I mean? Just because, that money is all factored in. There's a lot of people that's not eating. You know what I mean? If you decide to take a week off, that is catastrophic in entertainment, right? It's wild. So,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm not ready to do all that. I'm not ready for people to be counting on me to, wake up and roll out the bed to get on the camera so that they can eat too. And, taking care of their kids. I'm not ready for that yet. Hell, I'm still learning as much as I need to learn in this space myself, man. It's a lot.
It's a progression.
Yeah, and you got a taste of it. And a lot of the stuff I do, it's very manual. And for good reason, because I'm using a free system as opposed to something like StreamYard or even Restream. I do use Restream. Shout out to Restream. And the reason I use it is because I can have multiple platforms that I can stream to with one key. It's the number one reason, and I will continue to pump that, for as long as they continue to have that as an offering and a feature, because it's definitely beneficial.
Yeah, the Restream works great. I used Restream and I used StreamYard because that was what Rundown was using, and StreamYard I thought was good too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different kind of setup, but yeah, they both worked well. I just couldn't personally figure out how to get the chats to come together.
Right. And pigs, you are right. Contracts are binding. Yep, contracts are binding. And you might get me to go all in, pigs. You might get me to go all in eventually. Just not right now. I got to get the 13-year-old out of the house, So, but no, you're right, because again, I watch a lot of content on YouTube, and people have a lot of contracts in there. If they want to get paid, if they want to, you know what I mean, reap the benefits of their being on other people's channels and, following those conversations, they have to abide by the contract. So you can't just leave 30 minutes early. That's exactly what I mean. You can't just leave. You have to abide by the contract. Otherwise, you don't get paid. So you are absolutely right, pigs. And that's why I say there are people that, it is a business, big time business, way larger than people think.
Turf, there's a show on Bravo that I saw my wife watching. It's about, they're just all social influencers.
Yeah,
it's like 6 women.
Yeah,
and it's just tracking their day-to-day life.
It's huge money, man.
Yeah,
huge money. I got a few ideas. And they'll be.
You got a few?
They are hacking the heck out of Brunson. They never call a foul on that guy. Look at him. There's a foul. I was gonna say, God, dog, man. When are they gonna call a foul?
It goes both ways. It goes both ways. They're not calling anything. But watch the Pacers. The Pacers get lit up too every time they take it in.
Right. I'm talking in terms though of Brunson, just in general.
Well, I mean, Brunson's a little guy,
and he never gets the calls.
They do. I think I saw a stat. The Knicks have shot the most free throws of any team in the playoffs.
Yep.
They get the free throw, especially Brunson. He scores like half his points at the line. He's a free throw merchant, just like SGA.
Right. Well, he's hard to guard. I mean, there's a reason for it. I mean, the kid balls, man. I'm a Brunson fan. I'm a big time Brunson fan now.
I just legitimately, teams like this, I don't understand. I don't understand how they are good because if I was playing the Knicks,
right,
my whole plan would be to trap Brunson every time he touched the ball.
Right.
Like before he even was able to turn and square up.
Right.
He has two people in his face.
Right.
Every single time.
Get the ball out of his hands.
Yeah. He's either going to get rid of the ball, he's going to turn it over, or he's going to dunk. Or he's going to just throw a shot up there, try and draw a foul. Either way, nothing's going to be good.
Right. Yeah.
But he's just too small. Like these people just let him get away with everything.
Right.
Right?
Oh, Jesus.
Like end of game situations, like he's just running free. It's like, what are you doing?
This is strange, man. They're calling no fouls.
No, they haven't been calling anything.
Oh, he missed it. They called the foul there, finally. They're calling no fouls, man.
No.
It's a very interesting game. I'm not going to lie. It's been wild.
Yeah.
Very interesting game.
It's 18-point lead right now in the third. 6 minutes left. Well, like, I will be surprised if this game doesn't tighten up by the fourth.
I agree.
The Pacers are going to want to put this one away. They don't want another game.
Absolutely not. Definitely don't want another game. I forgot I was going to change it. Yeah, I expected it would be a good game, though. I really did. Pigs.
Yeah, every single game's been good.
I could see Turf building out a Raiders YouTube outpost in Costa Rica or some other pirate-like place where fans have an alternative to Las Vegas for having a Raiders immersive experience. That sounds just fantastic, Pigs. I could go for that myself. Yeah, I really could.
Get tropical.
Oh yeah, Costa Rica used to be one of my number one, quote unquote, by-year retirement spots. But for some reason, I just don't believe they're going to allow any more Americans in when it's time for me. it'll probably be already getting exactly overrun with Americans. But I don't mind telling everybody my next place, which is Lima. Shout out to my people in Lima, Peru. Definitely one of my favorites.
I gotta go there.
Yes, you do. It's one of my all-time favorite places. Can't wait to go back. It's COVID, man. That really just messed up so much. COVID. It took a lot out of everything, man.
Yep.
Yeah, we still have never recovered. Nobody. There's no way you can tell me that anybody's recovered.
Nope.
COVID.
Nope.
Restaurants.
The world just continues to get stranger.
Yes. Kickball. It's new 24. Don't you get a new 24 in a kickball?
I don't know.
That's what I thought.
17?
Trying to learn the rules here, man.
They reset it at 17?
Huh. Madison Square Garden.
Fantastic place to see a game.
It is. It really is.
It's too bad the Knicks are the team that plays there.
They can't win, man. They just can't win.
No.
There you go. Come on. Shot. Dunk it. Oh, that's just terrible.
You know, the unfortunate truth is we were probably like 2 losses away from Thibodeau being fired and then going to another coach, and you know, now because he's taking him to the conference finals, and he'll probably get another year or another extension.
At least.
Yeah.
At least another year. No question.
But he'll probably get a 3-year extension. He'll get a 3-year extension because nobody signs for 1.
Never.
So he's going to probably get a 3-year extension out of this, and the Knicks are going to want him fired this time next year.
I'm about to grab myself a brewski real quick. I'll be right back. Right back. It's right there.
All right.
So what's the word on the street in Patriot land as far as rookie camp, etc.?
Rookie camp was very interesting. So looks like we have a left tackle.
Yeah. I don't think anyone doubted that.
There are quite a few sports media types in Boston that doubted that, but
really,
yeah,
that was a shoo-in.
That pick was very very questioned in New England, in the New England sports media. Very questioned.
Why?
It was almost 50-50 split. A lot of people thought because his arms weren't, you know,
like eighth of an
inch longer. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yep. It literally took like Dante Scarnecchia like doing a guest spot on local television in Boston, being like, I've seen the guy play.
Yeah, he's that doesn't make sense.
His arms don't matter.
No, that
he's a left tackle.
Exactly.
And that was what ultimately shut everyone up. Like they trust Scarnecchia, so.
Who would you say is the? I guess it's gonna have to be him, huh? Will, the bright spot of all draftees?
No, the guy that's getting the most play in
don't say it
in OTAs and minicamp so far.
Don't say it.
Craig Woodson.
Oh,
safety
really?
Out of Cal, yeah. Our fourth round pick.
Again? What position again?
Craig Woodson, safety.
That's right. I thought you were gonna say my guy Henderson. Thank God, because I mean I know he's making noise.
Travion is.
He'll be a starter. Who's gonna start in front of him?
Travion's awesome.
Who's gonna start in front of him?
Oh, Mondre.
You think so? You think he'll keep the starting position?
Yep. They're gonna use the two of them.
Yeah.
Sort of like so they're gonna run. So I've been told that Josh McDaniels, as soon as Travion got into camp, they gave him game film of James White.
Oh wow!
So he's the one that they want him to
mimic,
to model. Yeah. So that means that they're going to use Henderson, at least initially, in that role, which I figured they would, because right out the gate he can receive. He's a good receiver. He's a fantastic pass blocker. Right. And you also can run with him too, like sort of like you could with James White. Right? It wasn't a total sellout that you're passing if he was on the field.
Right.
Henderson's going to be the same way. The guy that he reminds me the most of is Reggie Bush.
Jeez.
He reminds me a lot of Reggie Bush.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah. He reminds me a ton. And actually think he's a better pass blocker than Reggie Bush.
Well, absolutely. 100%. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
He's for sure.
People glaze that, right? Like, you're going to see that. You're going to see that because we saw it in Ashton Genty's game film in college.
Absolutely.
So Raider fans, you're going to see that as soon as the preseason kicks on, and you're going to see him out there. The first block that he misses and gets his quarterback lit up.
Right. It'll be a problem.
You'll see it.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Carroll's going to pull back. They'll probably. My guess is that Carroll's going to do something similar to what the Patriots are doing, where he's got a 2-back system, and he'll use somebody else on third down.
Right.
Right. So Jonty's going to be your first and second down guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I already put out a take last night that I'm sure is going to ruffle some feathers, but I'm not so sure Raheem Mostert is just ready to just act like he's a complimentary back. I mean, he's still potentially a bona fide starter in the NFL. He's got home run hit ability, unlike, in my opinion, until I see it out of JNT. I just don't see that. Not in NFL. College, sure, particularly Mountain West, but I don't see 70, 80-yard runs from Janty in the NFL. I could be 100% wrong. Yeah, I hope I'm wrong.
He doesn't have Mostert's long speed, but
right.
I mean, he's like a track star.
Yeah, and I agree, Pig's Pig. Henderson as Bush, that is interesting. I definitely can see it in the third down game, but Henderson is more of a violent runner.
Yeah.
Henderson's more contact. Like, I actually would give him the edge on that stuff over Reggie Bush. You know what I mean? Now, Reggie Bush, I'll give the edge in terms of third down, catching the ball out of the backfield, better in the open field. I'm absolutely giving Reggie Bush the head on that until I see something, and and Henderson. But it's interesting. I agree, man. It's an interesting take.
So their path in college was kind of interesting. Like, Henderson started off being that every down guy,
right?
And it was they saw that they were putting too much work on him, and that was where they went out and got another back.
Right.
And then last year you saw that was pretty they both had around 200 carries each. Right? So they kind of divided up the work.
Judkins. Yep.
Yeah. But it turned into more of Henderson doing the receiving work and Judkins doing the dirty work,
correct,
between the tackles kind of stuff.
Yep.
So Ohio State must have obviously seen something with Henderson running up into the line. They didn't like that as much as Judkins is kind of built for that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. I don't. Henderson might just light the world on fire when he gets out there too, and then it's over with.
Right. I don't see Ramondre holding that over him. I just don't see it. He's faster. He's got more home run ability. Right. I think that would look more like what you see with the Lions, and how it's obvious now that Gibbs is going to see more touches and be more of a focal point than Montgomery. That's what I see for the Patriots in terms of Ramondre and Henderson. That's what I see.
And that could be it. Mondre might have 10. He might have 10 touchdowns, 12 touchdowns this year in short yardage.
Right.
That's actually a really good comparison. The Lions are.
Exactly. That's what they're looking to do, in my opinion. I had an interesting take with Janty. I mean, the person that, I see him having a chance to be, which is a great comparison. And a lot of people don't give this man enough credit. Emmitt Smith. Uh-oh. Did I just kill myself? Oh, shit. What did I do? There we go. I thought I did something. Yeah.
Even your sound effects are having
my
a
sound
hard time with that one.
What is he saying? What is that, right?
Emmitt Smith?
I do. And the reason being is because think about it like this. We all know everybody gives Emmitt Smith the offensive line, etc., right? But what happened when Emmitt Smith went to the Cardinals? He didn't have that offensive line then, and he was over his peak. And what did he do? He produced the exact same. So, I mean, Emmitt Smith is you don't become the all-time leader. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what the case may be. I don't care what kind of offensive line you've had. But if you really want to look at a comparison, that is his ceiling. Meaning that is Janty's ceiling. He's going to be just a hair faster than Emmitt Smith. And we all know Emmitt Smith didn't break 80, 90 yarders. You know what I mean? That just wasn't part of his game. But what he did do is make people break tackles. Right?
Janty's he's gonna be good at that.
Well, he has to be good at that. Because if not, what else do you have? Bingo. Kevin Samuels, average at best. That's what you have. If he doesn't break tackles, he's an average running back in the NFL at best. Because that is his quote-unquote superpower. So,
there's just so much hype. I'm like, he's like one of the players that I'm most interested to see.
Right.
On this
everyone
side.
Is.
Like
everyone is. Because he went 2 for 1.
There's so much hype.
Oh, so much hype. Too much hype.
I feel bad for him. It's kind of hard to live up to
what exactly. But what I will say is this:
he's been drafted.
Spence, I will tell you this: if he has that same breaking ability, oh yeah, we are in for a treat, and nobody's going to want to deal with us ever while he's on our side. I'm just telling you, if he even comes halfway to living up to those type of plays on a consistent basis and becoming that Emmitt Smith-esque type of back, we definitely turn the team around much sooner than later. I'll be honest with that. If he does that, I'll be honest. There's no way. We're looking closer to an 8-9 win season. If he's breaking tackles like college, we'll probably get 9 wins. I don't see it. I counted us out, man. Six wins. I got us on 6 wins at the season. That's like what I expect. Oh. You know, 5 would be the floor, and 8 would be the ceiling. After literally thoroughly going through our schedule, where we play, when we play, where we play. It's just not a good look, man.
You have the misfortune of being in a tough division too. I mean,
terrible division. It's so bad. Such a bad division.
Yeah, it's gonna be a dogfight every week. Every division game for you is a dogfight.
Yes. Nope. I agree. Oh wow.
And I don't know anybody that wants to play the Bears defense.
No.
I mean the Broncos defense.
Broncos, nah, heck nah. Especially now, I mean they got the icing on the cake for them was getting the kid here from Pflugerville, their corner. I mean their slot kid. Oh, that hurt my heart. That hurt my heart. Jade, what is his name? Jade
Barron.
Barron, man. If y'all didn't know, he is born and raised right here where I am now, where I live. Pflugerville, Texas. Connolly High School. An absolute monster. He's an absolute monster. I have seen some serious talent. As you have too, Spence. You're in the same Texas I am. You're in the same Austin, Texas as I am. And You got a kid playing ball too, and you see this stuff, man.
Hey, we have a camp invite who's from Round Rock in Patriot
really?
Camp. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yep.
Yeah. That Pflugerville pipeline is alive and well.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man.
You guys just keep pumping guys out.
Samaje P. Ryan, Hendrickson High School graduate. I think he's still on the Chiefs team. Used to play for the Bengals as well. Forgot who he got drafted by.
His little brother also?
Yes, his little brother. Yeah, it's a lot of talent, man. It's a lot of talent. A lot of people don't know Marion Jones and her husband. They live here. I don't know if I should be saying that. I guess it doesn't matter. Everybody knows. But I mean, and plus their kid is in high school. College. He's at UT running track. Duh, go figure. With 2 Olympic. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Parents. I mean, what else would you expect? Yeah. So, man, I'm not gonna lie. There's been some serious talent here in Pflugerville. Yeah, I've seen some of the craziest talent. My first year watching tackle with my son playing. I mean, the quarterback, his age was like 6'2". 7th grade, 6'2", like a $190. Like yeah, it's wild.
There's some kid up in Dallas that's like in 7th grade or something that's
outrageous,
like throwing 60 yards on a line right now.
Correct. It's Texas, man.
Yeah.
It is Texas. Yep, pigs. I believe you are correct. We have the type of talent at wide receiver for blocking, but we don't have that. I don't know. I'm not happy with our number 1 and number 2. Look, I love Jacoby Myers. I think he's a great talent. He's just not a top number 2 talent. He's just not. He's great. He's good. I mean, he's definitely somebody you want, and you want to keep him. You know what I'm saying? And let him continue to do what he does. But my problem is he and Jack Besh are the same guy. They're the same player. Neither of them are gonna like get open. At any point in time when necessary, right? Take over a game, be that dominant number 1 or 2. They're just not. So I start to question, what are we doing there? And then we got the rookie Thornton along with Besh and him. We don't have a number 1. I don't know. This scares me.
It's kind of our deal too. I mean, not gonna lie, Steph Diggs looking pretty quick right now. Dude, he was a participant in OTAs,
right?
Voluntary OTAs. He went to the first couple days,
right?
Cutting, running full speed, running routes. Like,
who else do you guys have at wideout? Do you have any other name brand, if you will? Like, seriously,
Matt Collins.
Oh, Matt Collins is dope, bro. Hey, Matt Collins, he's all right.
Yeah, he had his best year.
Matt Collins is all right.
His best year with McDaniels in Vegas. That first year,
he's got him back. So it's a good.
He's big. He's fast.
That's a good pickup.
He has a knack to get open. Yeah.
Who do you have as tight end?
Hunter Henry.
That's right.
And Austin Hooper.
We drafted. You have Austin Hooper. He's old, but he's good for this season.
He's just keeping the seat warm.
Yeah, he's got a couple left in him. That's like you said, keeping the seat warm.
Hooper actually didn't do too bad last year.
Right.
He seemed to have a better relationship with Drake May than Hunter did.
Right. I agree.
On the field.
I agree.
So I'm not upset about that. We brought a couple in, undrafted free agents. We've got the Ohio State tight end and the Alabama tight end. CJ Dipri and shoot, I can't remember the other guy's name. But it's it's gonna be interesting. Those I think they're competing for like the blocking tight end role.
Mm-hmm.
They're both kind of like, like that sixth lineman.
Guy Eric Lotus Haters Hunter in the building. Salute. Yeah, you are right, Pigs. Yeah. McDaniels definitely certainly knows what he wants. And I agree with you too. Thornton is high upside because we don't see the beauty about Thornton and what I think we're going to see in this Chip Kelly offense. We don't care that he doesn't know the route tree. You know what I mean? No one cares that. It's kind of like that old school mentality that we really truly don't care that you know exactly what we're going to do. Stop it. Because that's the reality. You know he's going to run the streak. Who's going to stop him? And just understand, with somebody stopping him, then that means something soft underneath that. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you got to pick your poison. And I think that's where, Chip is going to excel in these pieces that he's putting together. And Thornton being one of those pieces on, hey, we don't even need a guy that's a true number one that can get open, right, that can run the route tree, because we don't even need you to run the route tree. You just need to run these certain routes. You know what I'm saying? Get off, press. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just a thought.
The only thing is you got to catch the ball when it goes his way. Because if he doesn't catch the ball, they're not going to respect him.
Yeah, then it's a problem. Yep.
Then it's just good. Then they're just going to ignore him.
Right.
You're like, oh, he's a decoy. We're not throwing him.
Correct. And he does have high upside. I mean, yeah, I'm not.
He's fast. He's big.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, he's the thing you need. He's the thing you were missing. Like,
correct.
You have a whole bunch of guys that are fast,
right,
but are far too small to be in the NFL.
Yep. Yeah, they don't do this.
You can roll with one of them.
Right. Oh,
to do short area stuff, but you can't have two. You can't have two.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah.
So somebody is one of those guys getting cut or traded.
Have to, right? I
don't know how they decide what to do with them, but.
And you're talking in terms, right, of that too, Bashan and Jacoby, and we still got Trey, and you still got. The list is.
I mean, if you guys really don't like Jacoby that much, we'll take him. Like, gladly, send him on back up. You guys, we'll send you. Who do you want? You want Polk? We'll give you Polk, Jalen.
Nah.
Javon Baker.
We need a number one, bro. We need a number one. See, and that's the problem.
Hey, Baker's supposed to be that guy. 6'4", supposed to be the X.
We need a number one or a real stud number two. He's not either. Tell me I'm lying. Alex Bachman.
I don't know. He was still on the team. I thought he was pretty good for you as a 2 last year.
Listen to what you said, though. Pretty good. He's not great at 2. He's not putting up great numbers. All I'm saying is
he went over 1,000 yards. As the 2, and he had to carry your offense when you guys traded Devontae.
Well, that was him acting as a number one. See, and that's my problem.
He's not that, but he did.
Exactly. He's not a number one. And that's what he showed. You're saying he had a good season, but that was when he had a chance to be that guy, and it shows that.
Right, but for what? What week did you guys trade Devontae last year? Was it like, 7, 8?
It was mid. I don't remember.
So he basically had half a season as the 1 and half a season as the 2. And when he was the 2, he got like almost no targets a game because everything was going. They were force feeding Devontae. I remember like those games. That guy would have like 15, 20 targets every game.
Right. Pigs, I don't think this is going to be a concern at all, meaning how much he'll command on his contract, because I think he understands that he is a basic role player. he gets it. I don't think he's gonna, request a whole lot because he understands he's not a jet and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, everybody has a great one or two, right? You may not have a badass number one, but you can have a bad number two if that's the case, in my opinion, or vice versa. You may have that guy at number one, but your number two is going to be better than what Jacoby is.
Unless you're the
I'm
Bengals.
Just being honest. Who are the top number
or
two?
The Rams.
Let's do that.
The Rams.
Rams
are the top, and then the Bengals are the second. Number two.
No, I want to go through
Puka.
Yeah, Puka is a monster. See, how do we get number? And that's the problem. How do you
Puka was
number
the one?
Two? Huh?
Puka was the one last year, but they brought in Devontae, so now he's the two.
Right, but how do you consider where do the twos start? See, because there's no way you're going to tell me that Mike Evans is a tier 3 wide receiver. There's no way. This is for fantasy. It must. See, that's what I'm trying to. I wish there was. There has to be.
He's a tier 3 wide receiver for fantasy just because of age,
right?
Like nothing else. Like he's just not going to put the kind of numbers he's
wide
been putting up.
receiver.
Like, he's getting up there now.
I want a list of the number 2 wide receivers in rank. Jacoby is not in the top 10.
15, 20.
That's
Are you going to pay Jacoby 15 to 20 million?
No, hell no.
Is that AAV or is that total contract?
There is absolutely no way. Where'd you see that number?
Pigs.
Pigs, you're crazy. There's no way.
I'll tell you this. Like Jacoby was undrafted, so that he's got to get that contract.
Dude,
he hasn't gotten it yet.
I don't think he's going to.
So I mean, if you guys lowball him on the offer, he's going to walk.
All right, so here we go. We got top 10 duos. They got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. I don't see him being Chris Godwin. He's not Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin, I would say, is more of a tier 1 wide receiver 2.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
For sure. But Godwin's coming off a knee injury too, right?
Right, but I'm just saying that's giving you my perspective of a tier 1 WR2. Right, tier 1 WR1 is obviously your Justin Jeffersons, your Jamar Chases, right? They're tier 1. DK Metcalf, tier 1, wide receiver 1, right? Yeah. Tyler Lockett, tier 1 wide receiver 2. I think Tyler Lockett is a tier 1 wide receiver 2.
No, not anymore.
Well, this year he's, but what I'm saying for his past 3 years, yes.
Like
he's a tier 1.
A while ago, yeah, he was.
Yeah, Miles. Now, DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen could have been considered a tier 1 wide receiver 1 at one point in his career, but he always has been a tier 1 wide receiver 2. Keenan Allen, in my eyes. What would you say there? I don't see anybody
I'd say
over Keenan Allen.
Yeah, I might. He's more durable.
You would pick Jacoby Myers over Keenan Allen?
The best ability is availability.
As a wide receiver, well, but you know what I mean, though. We're not talking about that. We're talking about skill set. We're talking about when you're available, not if you're available, when. Like,
well, I mean, it doesn't.
I don't know. See,
it's all a factor. It's all a factor. I can't play a guy.
I mean, he's old
because he plays 3 games and
what I mean, though,
has 150.
He's a bad example. Let's move on to number 7. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. T. Higgins is a tier 1 wide receiver 2. Period.
Yes.
Period.
Completely agree.
And again, you're not mentioning his name with Jacoby Myers. You're just not. You're not.
No, but I mean, like, all right, okay. So you named 4 guys.
Well, I'm still going. Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs when he was at Houston. Stephon Diggs is clearly tier 1. Nico is. I would put him as a. And it may be
He's
because
a tier 1 wide receiver 1 now.
Who?
He's ascended.
Nico, he has. See, so there you go. You're giving props where I think props is due, and I agree because he outworked that tier 1 W receiver too, right? He outworked that. He's tier 1. So you see, look, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel. Again, I don't see Jacoby Myers being in these groups, man. He's just not. He's not.
To be honest, I think I might take Jacoby now over Deebo.
It's to be determined based on, right?
I think at this point in Deebo's career, I think Jacoby's better.
I understand why you're saying that. And I'm not going to disagree with it.
He's lost. I think Deebo's lost a step. So, I mean,
bingo. That's arguable. I don't disagree. Yeah. Now, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Minnesota.
I think I might take him over Addison too, and I'm a big Addison fan.
I take the youth. I take Addison.
Jacoby's not an old man.
Yeah, he's closer to 30 than Addison.
Well, I mean, Addison's like 3rd year in the league.
And Jacoby's like 7. That's what I'm saying. I would
take the guy in his prime over the guy that's coming into his prime.
AJ Brown and Devonta Smith. It's not even that conversation.
I take Devonta over.
It's not even a conversation.
It's like, yeah, but now you're 5 guys.
Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua. We already discussed that.
Cooper Kupp is no longer a range.
I know, but you see my point. This is why I'm trying to say.
I would, based on last year's production, I would have taken Jacoby Myers over Cooper Kupp.
But that's injury and issues, you know.
Yeah, he didn't look like himself last year, but we'll see. Like, he's up in Seattle now, so.
And then the number 1, which was Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. I'm not looking at Jacoby Myers to come remotely close to Jalen Waddle. I get it. Availability. That would be the knock on Jalen Waddle. But he's a superior wide receiver too.
I agree on that. If he's healthy. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I will say last, I think, 3 years, he's probably outproduced him all 3 years.
Yes.
So, I mean, you know, ability's
I'm
great.
Bueno is in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, my dude. Hope you enjoyed the show.
And there's no guarantee that duo is going to exist this year. I have a feeling that Tyreek might be on the move.
Oh, he's definitely on the move. He's ready. He's ready to roll.
Yeah. So I think that Miami team's getting ready to fall apart. McDaniel's going to get fired, little goober.
Yeah, I agree. I'm ready for him to roll anyways. I used to like him, but he's outgrown. I've outgrown him, I guess.
His shtick is old.
Yes. Bingo. It got old because he didn't progress or win with it. So if you can't win with it, bro.
Yep.
Bingo.
And they're still rolling with Tua, so
yes.
Good luck to him. Tua should have retired, but he didn't.
A long time ago. I feel so bad. That whole
he got his money, so you know.
Yeah, but that whole situation is so wrong. It's just wrong.
He's trying to get paid before he goes out.
He's got to. I mean, it's the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was him, I'd be in the same.
I think he's got his money now, so.
Yes.
It's we'll see what kind of commitment he puts into football this year. My guess is not a lot.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, like you better be ready to play if you're going to play in the NFL. because they're look, especially somebody that's got a history of head injuries. Those guys are living to exploit that, right? Everybody's going for it.
It's not, yeah.
Because they know they take him out and the game's over.
That's it.
It's a wrap.
It's completely over. It's
they've put nobody behind him. Nobody.
Not a soul.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't tell you this. I figured out what New Orleans is doing.
Really?
Yes. They
want Arch.
They're playing for Arch. That's what that is. I was like, I could not understand in the draft. I'm like, why are you taking this guy? Yeah. He literally looked like he was going to fall down at the combine throwing. Yes.
Tyler Show, he's injury. He's a walking injury. He's a walking injury.
He missed his wide receivers on 3 throws in the combine that were uncovered. No defense. He missed them by like 10 yards.
In booty shorts.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
In t-shirts and shorts. And now I read the camp reports. He's in a battle with the Rattler, right? Like
with Rattler, Spencer Rattler.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
He's locked in. They're saying it's a camp battle, and they won't name a starter until preseason's over. Like if he's fighting with Rattler for the job,
it's game over.
It's game over. He's not going to win it. First of all, which means you're rolling into the season with Rattler.
That's wild.
You can stick a fork in that, like.
And then they won't draft anyone next year either, right? Because he's not coming out after his first year.
I don't know. It depends what he does.
He's not coming out. He'll make more money in college than he will in the NFL, man. It just won't.
Not as the number 1 pick.
I don't know, man.
He would have been the number 1 pick this year. He'll be the number 1 pick next year. They said he put on. They said he put on 20 pounds of muscle this offseason, and his arm is stronger. They said he's throwing like darts.
Right. There's just no way though that he'll be the number 1 pick. Meaning like
his last name assures him of that.
Well, no, I understand, but
as long as he doesn't like completely fall on his face.
The amount of money and what may be available for a team that needs something else, I just don't see it.
My only question is who's going to end up with that pick.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I mean, like, it just may not make
the race to the bottom.
Sense. It might not make financial sense, though.
Yeah. I can't wait for Shedeur Sanders to win the job in Cleveland.
So that's going to be a beautiful thing.
Everybody can stop all this nonsense, all this hate on his name.
I'm sorry, I've never seen anything like this. Shedeur does not deserve what he's got. Nah, I'm sorry, I don't.
No. And I'm having to argue with people about Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
It's like, give me a break. Like Gabriel's the guy that is like he is a Cleveland pick, 1,000%, right?
100%.
The fool's gold of any draft is the guy that the Cleveland Browns are going to draft. Right? And the one time they actually got it right and they got a quarterback.
Right.
When they had the number 1 pick, they got Baker Mayfield.
Right.
And what do they do?
They let him go.
They give up. That is the most Browns thing to do.
Not build around him. Let him go. Yeah.
Oh. You got your franchise player. Let's just let him walk.
Right. This game is over, isn't it? No. It's 12 point.
How much time left?
Yeah. I'm not showing.
Oh.
Shout out to the Austin FC soccer team. Have you been to one of those games yet?
I just went a couple weeks ago. I went to a couple games in the first year that the stadium opened.
Yeah.
I hadn't been since, but yeah, it's just like I remember. It's a fantastic place to see a game.
I had a great time. I had a great time. I had a great time. One day. My problem is I don't know soccer. Meaning that I don't know or pay attention to the schedule when they have games, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know the players
when the
either.
Season is right. When is the season? I mean, I have gear, stuff like that, because I do support. It's the only professional team we have local. So
yep.
So yeah, I do support it, but yeah, those games are badass. A lot of fun.
It's a shame that we don't have Miami in our.
I know, right?
Our side of the world, right? Because that would be fantastic to have Messi
game to go to. Right, that would be badass. Yeah, one of my all-time favorite athletes, man, is a young chick named Kennedy Fuller. Google her. Check her name out, man.
Kennedy Fuller.
Probably the most competitive human being I've ever been around. And it started at an age 5, 6 years old. I'll just never forget it. I knew that girl was going to be something. It's no shock coincidence to me any of this. She's like literally the youngest soccer girl player of all time. Like she went pro at 16 or 17. She already had her own apartment in LA before even graduating high school. She's already made the Olympic team.
That's nice.
I got her card. Yeah, I got a card over here with her. Yes. She's got her own gold leaf card. Like I'm telling you, it's Texas. Man, I am. If there's anything I can say, I am very thankful for the stuff I've seen here in Texas, man. As far as sports is concerned, it is just outrageous. Outrageous. It's outrageous, dude. The people, I mean, and that's the funny part. Like, the more and more we start going down the road, we're going to be like, oh, yeah, we did see. There are people we've seen and we don't even know, and they're going to, you know what I mean, rise to the occasion and start taking over and dominating, and we just going to be, oh yeah, he was that dude. Like, yeah, we remember. Oh, now it makes sense. Yeah, that was him. Yeah, he was doing that.
I remember him
dominating all through high school, all through elementary. He was, it's just wild to me because it's very different than anywhere else in the world, and the country. Yeah, look, I've lived in California, Florida. I'm telling y'all, Texas is different. It's just different. It's different. No other two ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just different. I'm no bueno. Do you guys think Spillane produces with the pass the way he did with the Raiders? I'm going to say no. Only reason I say that, though, is he's a year older. It's going to be a different system. And, I mean, right? We just don't know what Rabel's
Spillane, just so you know, Spillane played in this system already.
He's played with Vrabel before?
Spillane was with Vrabel, yeah.
He was. See, I didn't know. Before the Raiders. Where? In Pittsburgh? I don't remember him being in. So Spillane was in Tennessee before?
Yep.
Before he went to Pitt. Okay. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. So
that's why he's there. Like, literally, the guy is going and getting his guys.
Right. Yeah, but I think
Tennessee had the number one defense in the NFL last year.
Right.
And we just went and got like 3 or 4 of those guys off that defense.
Right.
So Spillane, it'll be interesting. Like the one thing I'm worried about is the new defensive coordinator is not on site. He's got health issues going on. Too.
I mean, he's hitting that magical number. He's 30. He's 30 this year. So that's going to be tough. You know what I mean? Has he lost a step? Linebacker is a tough position, in my opinion. It's the opposite of exactly what the running backs, and I think they kind of go hand in hand. Only your greats really can last a decade as an elite, as an elite linebacker. Not many. It's just too tough of a position.
I think we're gonna be okay this year, but you're right. Like I don't think that we're gonna see the same production from him at the end of his contract that we are gonna see this year. But I think this year is so key to setting the culture and setting the tone,
right?
That I think he's really pouring himself into it right now. Like he is. I mean, you guys knew this because you had him. Right. Like he's aside from being a great player, he's like a great teammate and a great representative for the team and the community.
Correct.
He's already doing that in New England. He went like 110%. Like as soon as he signed the contract, like poured himself into all the community stuff, and he's all over the place.
Well, honestly, you know who I expect to do better? Jason.
Yeah.
I expect him to be a better pickup for y'all. I mean, I think he'll be on the team longer. You know what I mean? I mean, who you're not going to keep paying Spillane that kind of bread. I mean, right? What is that?
No, but Chaseon's he's an outside linebacker, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you know what I mean? I think he will produce better than Spillane will in the end of it. You know, okay. Spillane may have 2-3, right? I don't know what his contract is.
I think Chasen and Braden Swinson, I think they're going to both be like situational pass rushers.
Right. I don't know. I just think that Chasen was picking it up with us, and if he continues where he left off,
he might force his way onto the field. But
that's what I'm trying to say. Because he's young.
He's got a lot of people in front of him right now, though. He's got to deal with Keon White, and he's got Harold Landry, and Jennings. I think is still there too.
Yeah, Jack Gibbons.
Yeah, Gibbons.
Christian
But Gibbons, I think, will play more in the middle. I think the way this is setting up is it's gonna be Gibbons will go into Spillane's spot down the road, right? Gibbons has been just kind of that guy that like gets a little better every year, a little better, right? I think maybe 2 years from now, like Gibbons is the starting middle linebacker, the captain of the defense, and he's running it.
That would make sense.
Yeah, I think that's what Vrabel wants. So I mean, we'll see. All of this hinges on him being able to bring this team together, and you know, that's the $1 million question: is does he have enough time and commitment from the players to get it fully implemented and actually look like a team going into the season, as opposed to last year where we were like a hot mess for like 6 games.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah. But I mean, like even then last year we had enough like belief in the culture still that they beat the Bengals, right?
Yeah.
They almost beat the Seahawks. So I mean they were a couple series away from being like 3-1, 2-2. And it just didn't work out for him, and everything just kind of snowballed after that.
Right.
But it's I don't know. I mean, it's gonna really come down to how all these new pieces like come together. Like, does the gel process happen quick, or does it kind of take some time?
Right.
Like honestly, the way the NFL is set up now, it feels like that never happens in the preseason anymore. Like it used to be that you'd start to see it by that 4th week of the preseason. You'd start to see like cohesion on the offensive and defense, and I feel like now it kind of drags into the season a little bit because nobody plays.
Correct. No, I agree, 100%. It absolutely drags in.
How are you guys feeling? Like this is the perspective I've been missing. Like without you, how are you guys feeling about the Raiders?
Well,
you already said low numbers, man. Like I didn't think you guys were feeling that low.
But we got problems. I mean, Wilkins, he'll be lucky to be playing well by week 8. right? He's had a setback. They're trying to, pretty much play it off as in it's not serious. He's not going to be 100% week 1. And it's going to take time to build up to that. That's why I say week 8, it will be lucky. And by then, I mean, if you look at our schedule, man, we're not winning the first 3 games. So we're already starting in the hole 0-3. So it's going to be real tough, man. It is going to be real tough. We drafted all these defensive linemen misfits, right? Whether they're hybrids, can be an edge, can be, right? We've done all of that because we are unsure on the defensive line front. And we all know our secondary was never there. We just got rid of the only guy that was really a true starter, if you will, as far as Jack Jones. I mean, you can't say JB is really that guy yet. And then Jacorian Bennett. He hasn't played a full season. And, I mean...
But that's the hope, right? You got at least one corner.
That's the key, at least. But without a defensive line, man,
you're going to expose those guys to
exactly. The exposure is there, and everyone knows it is. You know what I mean? It's very blatant. So I'm nervous. We don't have a number 1 wide receiver. We don't have a number 2 wide receiver. I'm sorry. You guys. You can take Jacoby all you want. He's not a top number 2 wide receiver. He's just not. I just rattled off 10 guys, 20, right, in pairs. And the number 2 of those 20 were not even somebody you'd mention in the same sentence as Jacoby. So, and I'm not. I even feel like a hater now in terms of talking about him, but I'm just being honest. Like this, when that's the weakest, like, you know what I mean? Obviously, running back was an issue, but now with what they've done with running back, you can't talk about that position anymore. You wouldn't got the best running back in the draft, per se, as far as everybody else. So you can't talk about that anymore, right?
The rundown's still talking about him.
Well, we all are. We definitely all are, man. So my guy, real talk. 805 in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show as always.
So let me ask you this, like, change direction. Like, who has been the best standout out of the rookies so far in OTAs?
So the word on the street is it's Besh. So that's my problem. That's my problem. If he's the standout, where does that leave Jacoby? Because he's not a number 1. And we definitely know Besh is not a number 1. He's not. He doesn't have the ability, the speed. At some point, speed comes, it's a factor. It's a factor. We're not talking Jerry Rice here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and this is a great question.
Especially in Chip Kelly's offense. Like,
right.
His whole thing is predicated on speed and quickness.
And this is a great question, Pigs. Why did New England let him walk? Didn't want to pay him? Like, seriously, why did they let him walk?
That wasn't it. It was... I'll tell you exactly why. Because Belichick or whoever was in the front office... I don't necessarily put this at the feet of Bill Belichick because Elliot Wolf was there. There were other people that were making these decisions too. Like,
right.
There were other people evaluating personnel, and then they would take their opinion to Bill, and Bill would either say yes or no. Right. Bill ultimately had final decision on everything, and he ultimately he either didn't want Jacoby or was talked out of keeping him in favor of signing what's his name, the Pittsburgh wide receiver that went to the Chiefs.
Pittsburgh wide receiver that went to the Chiefs.
Man, he was like Antonio Brown's like number 2 back in the day, and God,
not Juju.
That was it. We chose Juju.
That's right, y'all did choose Juju Smith-Schuster. That's right.
So that was it. And the irony of that is that Juju ended up signing with us for the same exact money that Jacoby signed.
Yep.
With you, right? So we could have legitimately just kept Jacoby, which I don't know why we didn't. Like,
right. Dude, well,
he was already producing. He was a leader in the team. Like, everybody loved him.
See, I hear and see all that, but was he really that? Was he really doing it like that, though? That's why I'm trying. 805. I'm trying to not hate on him, but at this point, I feel like I'm a big hater. He has a right to call me one of his biggest haters.
I feel like you're a big hater too. I'll tell you, everybody in New England has buyer's remorse. We wish we kept Jacoby over Juju.
Well, yes, that there's no question. Juju was
but clearly our personnel people and coach thought that they were making an upgrade over Jacoby because they evaluated him the same way you did. He's not that good. He's not that good. We can make it. We can do better.
Well, yeah, and
Juju in no world is better than Jacoby Myers. I'm sorry, he's not.
No, I agree with that.
He's not.
You're not gonna get me to lie about that part. Nope, I agree. That is so wild. I don't know. It's not my fault. He's the weakest part of the offense. Honestly,
why aren't you guys putting the blame on that offense where it belongs, on your number 1 and number 2 first two draft first round and second round draft picks that are 6 inches tall, that all they can do is run go routes?
Who is that?
But you can't find DJ and who's the other one? They're the same player. Like, they were cloned. They were cloned in the same factory.
Yeah,
let me bring up the Raiders depth chart. I'll tell you.
I don't look. I've never. We need a number 1, a number 2 wide receiver. We need a number 1 and a number 2.
You guys had a wide receiver back in the day, and he managed to move his way out of football. He was going to be good.
Yeah, Ruggs.
Yeah.
That was.
He was going to be good.
That was
starting to come on.
That was a problem. That was a problem.
Trey Tucker.
Yeah, Trey Tucker is. That's another project by your boy, man, McDaniels, bro. Him and Ziegler love the wrestler wide receiver. Don't get me started.
DJ, yeah, but I mean, like, same Tucker. Thing. Like DJ, like he's 5'9", 185.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it, man. It's just not. It's not going to cut it. It's not gonna cut it.
He can run that slot, and he can do those routes, and like.
But guess what?
They're not doing that though. They got him on the outside.
For that, bro. We got touchdown Tommy. Trey Tucker, you had your shot. Touchdown Tommy is in town. Okay, it's time that you had your chance. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work out. It's time to move on. That's how I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, you're right though. You guys don't have a 1.
Right. So here we go. Real talk, Raider Nation. I love this comment from you because we got to dive into it. Jacoby did 1,000 yards last year with horrible quarterback play. No run game, and had to play out of position last year once we traded Devontae. He produced while put in a horrible situation. I agree, but he still didn't produce top numbers for either position. That's the point, real talk. I agree. He produced, but he's not producing top numbers in either position. He's not producing tier 1 wide receiver 2 numbers. And he's definitely not doing that with wide receiver 1. As the guy, he had no choice, but there was nobody else. It was him and Brock Bowers, a rookie. And Brock Bowers also had 1K. You see what I'm saying? Real talk. That's the big problem.
Brock Bowers was the number 1 tight end in the league last year.
In the league, exactly, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, he had that to hang his hat on, and he still couldn't become a tier 1 WR1 or 2. That's my problem with Jacoby. Like, when we had Devontae, when we had JJ, what was the weakest link in our skill positions? It was Jacoby.
Trey Tucker.
2. Well, that too. That too. No, I agree with that, because Trey
Tucker never doing anything. That was your weakest link.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is true. But still, Jacoby didn't do him any favors.
No, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean,
I get it.
You guys did not get good quarterback play last year. I'm sorry.
I agree. I totally agree. 100%.
It was a real dumpster fire.
It doesn't absolve you from producing those, Spence. Look at what. So then, why did Bowers get such a great season?
I think.
You see what I'm saying?
Because he's the safety valve, man. Almost in every play, like it's like,
Jacoby,
where are you going? Oh, the line stinks. I got to get rid of the ball fast.
But not only that, it's because it was bad matchups, and he could finally, get himself open again.
I'll tell you what, like a safety, like Bowers is like Gronk was. He's like uncoverable by a linebacker or a safety. You've got to have somebody that can not only get physical with him, but can run with him.
Pigs. I like this. Tucker to New England. I could see that. It's McDaniel's boy. I could see it.
We already have Tucker though, and Demario Douglas.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, if we didn't have Demario Douglas, I could for sure see Josh McDaniels being like, go get Trey Tucker from you. Yeah.
So biggest knock on him was not getting yards after catch. Ton of short yardage catches that did not result into sustained drives. Bro, I don't know. I hate it. I hate that I feel like I'm a hater. I don't want to be. It's just I'm giving y'all the facts and the numbers. I'm not saying this based on my feelings. And that's the problem, because I like Jacoby too. But the numbers, I think Jacoby had
one drop. Huh? I think he had one drop on the whole year.
But still though, I don't know.
But here's the thing: if you look at his numbers, he had 129 targets and 87 catches. So that means he had 88 catchable balls.
Right.
He dropped one. That means the other 40 were just they were uncatchable. Right. So they're just bad throws.
Right. See, real talk. This is the part that I don't see. And this is where you have to show me these numbers where he's cooking number 2 corners, because I don't see it. The number 2 wide receivers that are tier 1, they're cooking number 2 corners. They're cooking number 1 corners in certain situations. Jacoby's never cooked anybody.
I'm in total agreement with you. I'm not saying he's better than Puka Nacua or T. Higgins or any. Is he better than Keenan? Yes. Right now, yes, he's better.
Keenan's like 50 years old.
Well, he is though, but I mean, he's still a number 2.
No,
he's still a number 2 in the league.
I agree. He is. I agree.
Would I take him? Would I take him over? Like Green Bay's wide receivers. I don't know who the number 2 is going to end up being in Green Bay, but they're absolutely stacked.
Yeah, this is why we can't 805 and I can't have this argument, because the reality is bad quarterback play. So even with what he's saying, right? Because you just said, he wasn't brought in to be a number 1, put a true number 1 out there, and he cooks. He had a true number 1 with Devontae Adams. He still didn't cook. And that's what my point is. If you could have, that same year you put Brandon Ayuk out there, oh, man. That year he had like 1,300 yards as a number 2. And that's my point. And that's why Jacoby always comes up as far as how to get better play out of the offense. You know what I mean? And now Without that number one, he can't be a number. He's already proven there's no way he can be a number one. Anyway,
he's getting paid as a 3.
Right.
So evaluate him as a 3 because that's where he's getting paid as.
And that's where I say if he continues to do that, Spence, then he'll be a Raider for a while. Otherwise, you're right. He's getting shipped out because that's what he played. That's what his numbers say. And that's all I'm trying to say. That's what his numbers say. I don't want it to be that way. I had a lot of high hopes for Jacoby. It just the numbers aren't there, guys. I'm not. And that's where the hate comes into play. I feel like I'm hating, but yeah.
I mean, he makes the catches when the ball's thrown to him.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
So, I mean, he is to me he's cheap and he's reliable.
Yeah.
And he's available.
There's a reason for all of those things. That's all I'm saying because we just went through the list, and maybe that's what we need to start creating.
Let me ask you this: if you took Jacoby off your team,
right?
Who are you replacing him with?
Oh God, nothing. We don't have anything.
I think the best free agent wide receiver that's out there might be Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, and you are right. Real talk. That's why I say I can't. All I'm saying is he didn't cook with those 3 games. He didn't cook. He didn't. I get it. And the bottom line though, see, this is my problem. Real talk. He only had him for 3 games, and then when he was put in the position to be a number one, he clearly showed that's not him. Right, and he's never put up tier 1, number 2 guy numbers. So. And then when he did get the 1,000 yards, it was being the number one because there literally wasn't nothing else out there outside of Bowers. So that's what's tough. That's what's tough for me, man.
All right, here you go. I just looked it up for you while you were talking.
Yeah.
Turf. The top 2 available wide receivers right now. 33-year-old Keenan Allen, who's not on a team at the moment.
Nope.
31-year-old Amari Cooper. Also not on a team. Gabriel Davis, 26 years old. Davis.
Yeah. Is that the kid from Buffalo?
Yep.
That's not. Hey, I'd like to see his numbers compared to Jacoby.
Jacoby's are better.
Oh, they better be. I mean, he was a third option. Davis was a third option.
Not in Jacksonville. Who's the number 2 there?
Oh, in Jacksonville. I was thinking back to the Bills because
he's been on Jacksonville the last couple of years, but he was with the Bills.
Okay.
He broke out with the Bills and he went to Jacksonville and didn't really do much.
Do nothing. Exactly.
Next on the list, Nelson Aguilar.
I've always liked Aguilar though.
32.
He's old though.
Yeah.
He's old. Yeah,
he's 32. He's 32, and I'll tell you right now because I had him in New England.
Yeah.
You won't like him if you have him on your team.
Nah.
He's super inconsistent.
He'll
have a game where he looks like you'll be like, this guy should be in the Hall of Fame, and then the next game he'll get hit. The ball will hit him right in the mask.
Yeah, it's over. His time is come and gone. I agree.
DJ Chark next.
I like Chark. I like
years
DJ
old,
Chark.
29, coming on 29.
He's got an injury problem. Well, he's got an availability problem.
Next, Tyler Boyd.
Tyler
31,
Boyd.
31.
Dang.
He's cheap.
I'd probably take him.
Brandon Powell.
I don't know enough about him.
He was a Minnesota.
Yeah, I know. I don't know enough about him.
He's 29 years old. Really hasn't done much. Chris Conley. 33 years old.
Oh. Go past the rundown test.
Yep. Nope. Nope. Then everybody else is old. The youngest guy out here that's got any sort of run. Oh, DJ Turner.
Hey.
DJ Turner.
Yeah. And he was solid for us. He just never got a chance. I mean, they brought in Tucker and they never gave DJ Turner a chance, to be honest, for whatever reasons.
Because they drafted Trey Tucker high, and they're like the same guy.
Hey, Tabitha Young in the building. Greetings from San Antonio. Cheers, Tabby.
Just watching on the road. Thanks for watching, Tabitha.
Yes, sir.
She watches like every week.
That's awesome, man.
I know.
That's badass.
The wives club.
Yes, sir.
I know your wife watches too.
She sure does. She does. She's forced to. All right, real talk. I can't, man. Real talk. We definitely gotta have a show. We gotta get you on, right? We would be going back and forth with this because I feel you too. See, that's the problem. I'm on your pay. I'm on your side. Dude, the numbers don't lie to me. Real talk. You can't base what Jacoby did last year on what he can bring to this offense. He was put in a bad situation and was forced fed Brock last year because he was a natural mismatch. No, I agree. I agree, man. All I'm saying is his entire career so far, there's nowhere that he's shown he is a tier 1 wide receiver 2, let alone a tier 1 wide receiver 1. That's all I'm saying. And when we had the offense we had with the true number 1 wide receiver, that was the only other area to upgrade outside of the slot. You know? So I don't hate the guy. I don't want him gone by no means. But all I'm saying is when you're trying to upgrade in that skill position side on offense, he was the missing piece. Like, who's going to compliment Devontae? Because, I mean, he was there, right? And that's my point. He was just there. There was really you have to cover number 2.
Yeah. Ideally, Jack Besh is your 2. Jacoby's your 3. And then you hope this kid you guys just drafted turns
Thornton.
into your 1. Thornton.
I don't see it.
I don't see it either, but that's what you're hoping.
I don't see it. I don't see Thornton as a number 1. I see Thornton as purely a speed guy that's going to do some things for you, but you're not counting on him. That's my guess. Yeah.
I mean, if you could trade, no, I won't say that. We won't go there. That's gonna put a lot of Raider fans in an uproar.
Uh-oh. You talking trading someone? Trading?
Yeah.
I know Chris wants.
I'm saying like if like Jonty looks like generational in the preseason, would you trade him to get somebody like a big wide receiver?
They're not trading him. We need a number 1 wide receiver. I'm sorry, at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
we need somebody that is going to stand out, that can make it happen, and we don't have it. We don't, right? Am I wrong? We don't have it. We don't have a number 1 guy. Not at wide receiver. We just don't.
Would you trade him to Kansas City?
No.
To get what's his name?
No. I'm not trading anybody to Kansas City. Nobody. That you're just asking for. Can't do that. Nope.
I'm trying to think. Look, where
do we get a number 1? You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think of a 1 that would be available.
Wow, that's big to say right there. Real talk. Jack Besh pick was a possible Jacoby replacement in the future. I mean, they're the same guy. Honestly, in my opinion, real talk, they are the same guy. Yep, and remember, it was hard for both Brock and Jacoby to get work because we had no one that could stretch the field on top. So the defense sat on everything underneath. which is where
touchdown Tommy
lives. I agree. You are right about that. You are absolutely right. And pigs. I couldn't agree with you more. And the reason is because touchdown Tommy is a savant. This kid eats, sleeps, drinks football. And I'm telling y'all right now, they're going to find a way. They're going to find a way. They will. Touchdown Tommy will be what Trey Tucker was not. I'm just telling you that right now.
What are they trying to do with him again?
Wide receiver. He's slot.
Wide receiver.
Yep. And slot gadget. Basically Taysom Hill 2.0. Right? More of the slot as opposed to the tight end / bigger, quarterback / gadget guy. Now you're talking about a slot / gadget guy.
Okay.
And all his accolades, as well as just him, his aura, all of that speaks volumes to what they're looking to do with it.
I love the symmetry between the Patriots and the Raiders because we've got Land Larison, you guys have got touchdown Tommy.
Yeah,
we're representing.
There is some similarities for sure. It's so wild we're playing.
Well, I mean, those were the two finalists for the Player of the Year.
Dude, you should be going back home for this game, bro. You should be going back home.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it in your ear now. Tabby, let's get Spence back home. When's the last time you've been back east? It's been forever. It has to.
It's been a while.
That's me too. Me too.
We're actually going this summer.
You are. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Oh, good for you.
Trip's planned. So.
Oh, okay, good.
But not in September.
No, when it's starting to get cold, you don't get stuck right here. Man,
it's still cold up there. It was like 60 degrees They had a nor'easter go through there.
Yep. Yeah, I don't want to be part of none of that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to that game, man. Shout out to my guy Greg Earl. His goal for girly Lauren. Yeah, my daughter's teammate. Born and raised out of Mass, and he's got season tickets. He'd be offended if I didn't go. So you already know I'll be there. Front and center in Gillette Stadium, is it? Yeah.
It's Gillette, yeah.
Gillette. It's going to be a good time. I'm excited for that. I am. But, you're right. We do have a lot of similarities. I think we're right. I wouldn't say we're dead in the water anymore, but we're still in the water, if that makes sense. We're not dead, but we're in the water.
We haven't been fished out yet.
Yeah, exactly. We're not dead anymore technically, but yeah, it's still not a good prognosis.
No.
We still got a few years.
And I will say this, I don't throw compliments towards New York very often.
Right.
But Aaron Glenn looks like he might actually know what he's doing.
Knows what he's doing, huh? With those Jets, right? Right? And he's a defensive guy, bro. That's always gonna bode well.
That hurts my heart.
Yeah. He might turn that thing around. He might.
Yeah.
He might. Yeah.
Yeah. And we got to remember that the Jets unceremoniously moving on from Saleh last year.
Right.
Put Saleh back in San Francisco.
That's gonna hurt.
That nasty San Francisco defense that he was running when he was there, that's coming back.
Right back ain't cheating, as they say.
Yeah, and they're healthy again. So I fully expect that San Francisco is going to be better as well.
Correct.
So, but yeah, the Jets, they could be a problem.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of teams this year can bounce back. I mean, Chicago, the Bears might be a problem this year, man. Believe it or not. New head coach, new everything. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we need to see it before we start, it's one thing for Vrabel to kind of get the buzz that he's had because he's coached and he's had success. Right? He's one of the few head coaches that's actually beaten Mahomes in the playoffs.
Correct.
Ben Johnson's done nothing. right? Like nothing. Like Aaron Glenn, I'm actually giving him his kudos just because he looks like he's running a tight ship right now.
He is.
Ben Johnson seems to be doing the same in Chicago, but we don't know what that defense is going to look like because he's an offensive guy.
Correct.
Right? Like, we kind of know what we know with the defense on the Jets. They're legit.
Right.
The offense was kind of the question mark. So we're going to kind of see. But, like, the real question for them is, can Justin Fields be an NFL quarterback? It's the $1 million question, and he's looked great so far in the preseason. Every piece of film I've seen out of New York,
yeah,
he looks like he's been working on his craft. Which, I mean, we can agree he always had the tools.
Yes, absolutely.
He just didn't put the work in to polish it. You know, I mean, it's Ohio State, like, the best athlete wins.
Correct.
In college, right?
Always. Always.
In the NFL. And there's so much more to it, especially being a quarterback. You've got to put the work in. You got to watch film. You've got to, like the kid who's the guy they drafted? They asked, it was wide receiver, right?
My guy Taddy is in the building. Turf. What's going on, Taddy? Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show as always, he says. Oh, real talk. You know who's going to be a problem, Jacoby Myers, Turf. Hey, we're going to have to talk about that, man. We're going to have to talk about that. So, we got a Cheeto Adame in the building. Welcome, Cheeto Adame. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Jack Besh or Deontay Thornton Jr.? Yeah, that's,
who are you picking?
I'm picking Jack Besh. You know what I mean? As who's going to be the better of the two? Thornton is he's a one-trick pony, if you will, right? You just need him to run a certain right. He reminds me of a Worthy for the Chiefs, right? You're not expecting him to, run every route, really be a technician. No, he does fast stuff. He just does stuff that's fast. That's how I look at it, man. That's how I view that whole scenario and situation. So yeah, I'm taking Besh. I think he's definitely gonna have the better outlook, for sure. In the long run, long term, if you will. John B is in the building. What's happening, John B? Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. I don't know. I think Justin Fields is just a slightly better version of Terrell Pryor. Wow,
that
ain't good.
Kicking dirt.
That ain't good, because, that ain't good at all.
Terrell Pryor wasn't good.
Rafa in the building. Sup, Nation? What's up, my guy, Captain Rafa? Appreciate you for coming through, as always, my guy. Hope you enjoy the show. We got Taddy saying, I think Thornton has more ability than just a deep threat guy. He may need a year or two, but I could see him developing into a complete wide receiver. Wow. Good. That's good, because I don't see it. I'm going to be honest. That's not something I expected out of this kid.
Yeah.
So if we can get that out of him, Taddy, man, yes, please. I'm not expecting that.
Yeah. I worry about guys coming out of college that don't really have a route tree, right? Like, because that means that their coaches in college didn't think that they could do it,
right?
So
well, check this out though.
It on them.
See, so this is new news to me, and I can admit I don't know everything. Shout out to Taddy with the receipts and metrics, if you will, as we say in the tech world. Thornton at Oregon wasn't just a deep route guy. Tennessee only had him run deep routes. I didn't even know the kid played at Oregon. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't. I didn't know he was at Oregon.
I did not know that he was a different type of receiver.
Right. Now my question is, who was his quarterback there? Was it Gabriel? Was it freaking the kid that's over at the Donkeys right now? Who was his quarterback when he played at Oregon?
The kid, the Donkeys. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I didn't know any of this, man. I didn't know any of this. I didn't know. So, yeah, Taddy, I agree with you at first, Turf, but his tape at Oregon and what Chip Kelly said about him today got me thinking different. Yeah, see? And everybody's been talking about Chip Kelly in this conference today. I hadn't had a chance to read or see that. I need to hop on that, man. Bo Nix. Exactly, Taddy. Bo Nix. I didn't know this, man. So that changes things. See, I can admit that. That changes things. If Thornton actually does have the ability to become that number one with that kind of speed, that's a game changer. That's a game changer. I'll admit to that. And that's new knowledge, new evidence to me. I did not know the kid even played at Oregon. God's honest truth. So, I didn't even know it.
Who else was at Tennessee with him?
And that's the other thing, because I was wondering, Ramel Keaton, they weren't there at the same time, right? And we obviously just got rid of Keaton. I had high hopes for him, actually. It didn't pan out. But, yeah, I don't know who else was there with him. All I know is that's eye-opening information there. And it changes. It changes things, man. It definitely changes the thought process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me look at that.
Definitely changes the thought process. It's a possibility then. I mean, kid's got great size, let alone the speed. Yeah. He's 6'5". I mean, if he plays like that, I just never expected him to be a number one. That's the thing. It hasn't even crossed my mind. Now I'm going to look at tape. Yeah, now I'm going to look at tape. Cheeto Adame says, I hope we give Myers an extension as long as it stays cheap. I'm all for it. Pay him what he's worth, right? A par number 2 wideout. Pay him that, and I'm good. We do need him. No, we do, right? I mean, we need him.
Yeah. Yeah, look, he's getting paid like a 3. He's not getting paid a lot of money.
Keep paying him like a 3. If he likes it, I love it. He start asking for that tier 1 wide receiver 2 money. It's time to talk. It's time to talk. I'm talking about moving on. It's time to see where we can get you to a better place, son. That's how I'm looking at that. I'm not paying him. I'm paying him at best par wide receiver 2 money. I'll give him a little bit of a raise. It's just I don't see it, guys. What more do you need? Let me go look. See, now y'all got me digging into Jacoby Myers, man. I feel so bad.
He's been over 800 yards for 5 seasons in a row or something.
He's 28 years old. I don't know, guys.
Yeah. I mean, his numbers don't jump out, but...
No, they don't. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't. The numbers aren't there. They're not there. See, and that's what I'm trying to say. The numbers aren't there. It's not me. The numbers aren't there, guys. His only big year was that year that he was required to be the number 1, and he had average numbers. He had average numbers. I'm sorry. There's no way Jacoby is getting out of this. He's getting paid what he's worth, Spencer. Tell me I'm lying. He's getting paid what he's worth.
He's getting paid less than he's.
You producing. Think so? I don't. I don't. Yeah,
if you go look at, all right, you're gonna make me do this.
Give me his comparable.
I'm gonna pull the.
This is a real. Yeah, give me a comparable for him. Give me somebody comparable, and then we'll have this conversation.
All right, we're gonna do this wide receiver. I'm pulling it up. Right. Pro track right now.
Cheeto, you are right with this one. You are right with this one. Thornton, Megatron, and Metcalf are the only wide receivers at this height and this speed. You are correct. He has the ability, man. See, and here he goes. He's doing the same thing you've been saying from day one about Jacoby. He's a really good for the locker room. Bro, everybody keeps giving all these talking points, but when we get down to those numbers and that brass tacks, all of a sudden people want to get quiet.
Okay, so here is who's making where the line is for him, right? So you got Nico at 14, Cortland Sutton at 14, Nico Collins. Yeah. Darius Slayton at 13,
that's another
Smith at 12.5, and then Jacoby at 11. The names underneath Jacoby are Josh Palmer, Emeka Egbuka, Matthew Golden.
Oh, Jesus.
Diami Brown.
Bro. He has no
Tutu Atwell.
He has no chance. Those guys
Darnell Mooney.
They're going to skyrocket past him.
But those are their rookie deals.
Dude,
So exclude the rookies because those contracts are just their rookie deals. Once they'll be getting paid up in the 20s and the 30s.
The numbers just don't show.
Darnell Mooney. Have I named somebody yet that's better than Jacoby Meyer, excluding the rookies who you haven't seen play? Huh?
The numbers wise, no. I think they're all part for the course. They're all normal.
We got Josh Palmer, who I would say is far worse than Jacoby Myers. Diami Brown, he's not better. Tutu Atwell, he's not better.
He's young though. He's got age on his side.
Darnell Mooney has a can make a case. He's a good player.
Dude, he's a good player, but he's more. Why is Josh Palmer not somebody that can make a case? I mean, the kid's only been in the league 3-4 years, and his numbers are very comparable.
Josh Palmer had one season where he did anything.
You're talking 2022.
He did nothing last year.
Huh?
He did nothing.
He nearly had half the targets in 23 and 24.
Yeah.
His targets went down, but he was very consistent with his targets.
But he got benched because he was terrible.
I'm looking at these numbers right here. So 22.
They basically begged him to be good last year because all they had was Ladd McConkey.
Yes, I agree with that.
They begged him to do anything, and he did nothing. He was so bad that they were willing to go with a TCU kid.
Well, their bad period is the Chargers. I don't know why I'm even trying to defend a Charger.
They're not going to be bad this year. Marion Hampton.
Tell me about it. I'm already sick about that. I don't want to see that. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be no Wilkins either. It's going to be ugly. I think that's game 2, game 3.
Well, Marion's coming for you.
Yeah, I agree. It's not
behind that offensive line.
It's gonna be ugly.
Watch out!
It's gonna be ugly, bro. It's gonna be ugly. And
the only saving grace is that guess what? He's gonna do that to the rest of the team in the division too.
I agree. Everybody else getting that same work. They all getting that same work. Yes.
I want to see how he deals with Chris Jones because Chris Jones is a man. Marion Hampton said he's a handful. I don't know that Chris Jones has dealt with a running back that big and fast.
Exactly. He is a big dude. I don't think people understand. Honestly, I don't think people understand the size of this guy. Pause. Like, You look at him standing next to Janty. In my opinion, he makes Janty look like a little kid, man.
Yeah,
like a little kid.
Kind of reminds me, like size-wise, he looks like a young version of what's his name from Baltimore.
Be more.
Derrick Henry.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, he's.
He's got like Derrick Henry's like an athletic freak,
but beyond.
Yeah, like he's got more. Like I'm not in any way shape. I don't want anybody to get this twisted. Me thinking Marion Hampton is Derrick Henry, but he's like that size,
right?
Right. He's got that size, and he's got that build too, because he's like thick. He's just not tall. He's thick.
Correct.
Oh. Right. Like, but Henry, like he's got that same mindset like Derrick Henry. Like I'm not trying to run around you. I'm going to go through you.
Exactly. 100%.
Right. And good luck trying to stop me.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like Henry's just on a different stratosphere though, as far as like agility and speed. Like
correct. And size.
I've never seen anybody that big just
right.
Get to 6th gear that fast.
Right.
Hampton can't do that. He's kind of like he accelerates. He's like a long accelerator.
Cheeto Adame has a question. I love taking at least one Raider for my fantasy team. Last year I hit on Bowers. Should I go Bowers or Janty? I'm going to tell you right now. You want to know who I would go for? And it's going to be a sleeper. And they're going to be shocked. It is Geno Smith. You'll be able to pick him up late. You'll be able to pick up Geno late. And a lot of people don't know Geno does his best work indoors. We got 9 games at home this season. Geno Smith is going to be that dude, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just giving you. He's going to be there. Tell me what. He'll be the 15th ranked quarterback, right? And I personally think he'll top out at 6 this year. Yep. Even with a losing season, he's going to top out at 6. I don't think it'll be the problem. I don't think it'll be the offense. I think we're going to have problems on defense this year. I honestly do. We're going to have to compensate for the lack of defensive line and youth at secondary and cornerback specifically. So you heard it from Turf first. That's my thought. Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
That's what I believe.
As far as quarterbacks go too, right? Like you're going to be able to wait.
Well, very end. That's what I'm saying.
He's going to be a great value. Yeah.
He's going to be one of the biggest value picks of anybody's fantasy. And his numbers are going to be through the roof. Just go. Just go look.
The only thing I worry about is that he's the one of the unfortunates that have to play that Denver secondary
twice. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's treacherous.
And I'll tell you what, New England's secondary is not going to be fun this year.
Nope. That's why I have us losing to both of y'all. I don't have us beating Denver at all this year, ladies and gentlemen. We're not beating them at home, and we're not going to beat them in Denver. And I think the first game is in Denver.
I think the Chiefs reloaded their secondary, too.
Yeah, of course. We're not beating the Chiefs this year. We might split with the Chargers. I don't even think I had that. I don't think I had us splitting with the Chargers. I think we lost every division.
You think you just get whitewashed by your entire division? Wow.
I do believe that.
Division games kind of hit a little different though.
They do hit different, but I really just don't think we're ready. The only reason I think we get one off for Harbaugh is because of Pete. Pete will find a way. But
I think Pete's gonna outmaneuver Kansas City.
Nah, you talking Andy Reid, man. Andy Reid ain't gonna let that happen. Andy Reid let that happen on his watch on Christmas, and I think he's going to make sure that doesn't happen. It may be another team. It may be the Donkeys or, but I don't see him letting his team succumb to the Raiders ever again in that fashion. That's just my 2 cents. I think that is the motivation he'll have for the Raiders specifically. Yeah, that brought up a lot. If you don't remember, there was a lot of back and forth with that, right? The ring around the Rosie, we went through a lot of nonsense dealing with that mess. I don't want to deal with that no more. Leave Andy Reid alone, y'all. Leave him alone. I want to leave him alone. Yep. So it is what it is from that respect. Oh snap. I didn't even realize.
I feel like he just can't go wrong with Brock Bowers, though.
No, of course not. Of course not. Brock, of course not.
The only question about Bowers is how overdrafted is he going to be this year? I got to imagine that he's a first-round pick.
Oh, he's
early first-round pick.
Oh, he's like you said, the go-to. There's no question. He's top of the totem pole. 100%. Like, he's one of the biggest fantasy guys in fantasy. Like, he's the number 1 tight end. He is the new Kelsey. He is the new dude that if you're on, if you do right, you're gonna be in good spirits. Yeah. Yeah. I just worry about that number 1 and number 2. Number 1 and number 2, man. We don't have it. It's terrifying. It's terrifying to me we don't have a number 1 and number 2 wide receiver. We just don't. Maybe Jack Bash becomes number 2.
Well, I mean, you do have Bowers.
He's a tight end.
I know, but he puts up numbers. Put it this way: the Kansas City Chiefs won a Super Bowl
with a tight end,
with just Travis Kelce doing it.
I agree.
So it can be done.
No, I agree.
But your quarterback's got to be on point. So
yep.
It's and it's you got a little work to do, but
we got a lot of work to do. A lot.
I do feel like you got some good. I feel like you got some good talent in the building, though.
We do. My dog is. Somebody must be at my door right now because my dog is. Never mind. Yeah. Tiana. Yeah, we do got a lot of work. We got a lot of work, but it's promising work. We'll be better than last year. That's not always easy to say, particularly in the type of division we're in, right? Because again, you could say the NFC East, right? Isn't that the Cowboys commanded, right? Being better than you were last year does nothing for you in that division. Being better than we were last year does nothing for us in our division. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. And I'm not optimistic. I'm very objective. We've gotten some pieces, but they need to come to fruition and materialize. And the only way that's going to happen is through time and experience. So That's why I'm very lenient on, my thoughts. 6 wins is, I think it's a decent season considering you just only won 4 last year. And the division you play in, I think 6 wins it's acceptable, meaning that, hey, you did better. I don't see anything less than that being acceptable. But 6 wins with this schedule, right, based on the away games. We get 9 home games. I think we'll win 6 of those 9. I don't think we win an away game. That was the other problem, I think. I really want to go back and watch that tape. I don't think any of our games that were winnable were away, meaning, right, Cleveland, meaning the out of conference, meaning out of division. It just wasn't there, man. You know what I'm saying, Spence? It wasn't there.
When are you guys playing Cleveland?
That's a good question. I don't know when, but it's early.
I don't think Cleveland's going to be good this year.
They're not, but that's just one winnable game out of the 6. I agree we're winning that game. Yeah, we played him November 23rd. It's actually a little bit further down the road.
So you might see Shedeur by then.
Yes. It won't matter, though. We're still going to win that game. It's at home. It's at home.
Oh, Cleveland's at home.
Yes.
All right. So who are your questionable road games?
Well, I mean, we're not beating the Broncos. We're not beating the one road game I have us winning is the Colts. We're not beating the Commanders. We're not beating y'all. We're not beating y'all. We're not beating the Commanders.
The only thing about our game is that it's early in the season. So, like, do I think they're going to try? Yeah, anything can happen in that game. I think
correct.
They're going to try and, I really feel I'm telling you honestly, I feel like our defense is really is going to be really good this year.
Right. Well, you were asking like the away games. We're not beating the Chargers. We're definitely not beating the Eagles. I didn't even go.
I could see you guys beating the Chargers in LA just because.
I don't.
Like LA is more of a Raider town than a Charger town. I agree
with that.
You're good. You're going to have the fans.
I agree with that, but there's one caveat, Spence. We still have never won in that building. See what I'm saying?
First time for everything.
I agree, but am I going to bank my head on that this year? No. So we got the Texans on the road. Can't wait to go to that game, right? Houston, right down the street. We're not winning that game, Spence. That's our home schedule. Like, that's it. I mean, our way. That's it. That's, you know what I mean?
That's a tough away schedule.
Super tough. It's not going to happen.
That is not easy.
It's not going to happen, bro. The Colts are the only away game I see us winning this year. We're not beating the Patriots. We're not beating the Commanders. We're definitely not beating the Eagles. Like, the Broncos, the Chiefs. Bro, where are you going to win an away game? The Texans, you're not. You're not winning an away game.
Yeah, you guys definitely.
And then the home games we win. The home games we win, the Giants. Right? The Bears. That's the home games I have us winning. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. 6 wins is going to be wild. 6 wins is going to be wild. I will be happy with 6 wins. We'll beat the Titans at home. You know what I mean? Jaguars will probably beat the Jaguars at home. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, bro.
The Jaguars are not going to be easy.
Exactly.
They're not. The Jaguars are good. The Jaguars are going to be tough.
I'm just telling you, Spence. It's just a long situation this year for Raider fans. I'm very aware. I don't think our fans are. I'm very aware of what's going on this season, though. And I'm prepared. I'm prepared for it. I've already, my condo is for rent. Shout out to anybody going to Vegas long term. Because I don't expect to be. I did this. I don't see it. I really don't see it.
Yeah, how about you guys? Word out of Jacksonville is Jimmy Horn Jr.
Yes.
Lighting that place up.
Yes. I've heard the same. Travis who? Yes, Travis who? It's all about Jimmy Horn. I agree. Now, my question is for you guys. Where do you see you?
So I went through this exercise a couple weeks ago, and I had our floor at 7, and our ceiling at 11.
Wow.
Vegas has us at 8.5.
Okay.
So they're kind of like right in the middle. So I felt pretty good about.
I would take the under.
It's possible.
I think,
like I said, everything is going to depend on how we come together. Our schedule is much easier than yours. Much easier than yours.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take a peek real quick here. Obviously, I think you beat us, right? I think you beat the Dolphins. You're not beating the Steelers. I get it. I know they don't have a quarterback, but I don't see you.
I kind of go as far as like division games for us. I always take it this way. I split it. I say we're gonna split our division games and go from there.
Right.
And it's kind of held true to that. The only team that really gives us a hard time is the Dolphins for some reason. But
right.
I think this is the year that we're gonna split with them. We're playing them.
Yep. But you're going to have that win against us, and you're going to probably be overconfident, which is why you're going to lose that game. Right? Down in Miami in the heat. And then you got to come back, play the Steelers at home. You're going to lose that game. Right? So you're going to be 1-2.
I don't think we lose to the Steelers.
I know you don't.
I'm not rolling. I don't give this. I'm not like everybody else that just gives the Steelers a win because of the Steelers. They're a crap team this year, and they're not beating us.
I'm not going to say they're crap, but I understand where you are with it.
They've got DK Metcalf. That's it.
Right. I got you at 1-3,
and they got no quarterback. None.
Right. No,
who's their quarterback?
Right. It'll be Rodgers.
No, they're not going to sign Rodgers. It's not going to happen.
I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is that
Mason Rudolph is going to be the quarterback for that
They'll
team.
find a way. You guys will have 1 win, 2 losses. You play the Panthers, you will get back on track. You will have 2 wins and 2 losses. But I think you lose to the Bills the following week. I think you beat the Saints. So now you have 3 wins. Mm-hmm. I think you beat the Titans, so now you have 4 wins.
4-3.
The Browns, you have the Browns. That's 5 wins. Falcons, I'm actually gonna say you guys are gonna lose that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
5-4.
I think you're gonna lose that game. I think you're gonna lose.
I don't think Raheem Morris is a good coach, and I don't think the Falcons are gonna do anything this year.
Wow, that's big. I got you at 5. I don't think you beat the Bucks.
If we played the Falcons in Atlanta, I might give the Falcons the win.
Right.
They're coming to New England. So
right. No, I got you. You got the Bucks.
5-4.
I don't see.
We're gonna lose to the Bucks.
I don't think you beat
5. So you got us 5-5 through 10 weeks.
Correct. The Jets. I think you beat the Jets. Right. That's 6 wins
at home. Okay.
Yep. The Bengals, I don't think you win that game. The Giants, I think you win that game. You're at 7 wins. Okay. You got the Bills and the Patriots.
So we're 7-6 going into the bye.
Exactly. You're going to lose the next 2 games against the Bills and the Ravens.
The Bills haven't swept us in a while.
I understand, but
you think the Bills are going to sweep us?
I do.
We beat them last year with
nothing.
With a backup quarterback.
No, I understand. I agree. But I think that's where you are. I think you've lost those games, and this is why they have you at 8.5, because you win your last 2 games. That's 8 wins. The Dolphins and the Jets, the last 2 out of that. That's your 8 wins, and that's why I say take the under, because it's at 8.5. I take the under.
I think we actually probably. I
think that's
so. When I went through this exercise, you had us sweeping the Jets when you went through this.
Correct.
We don't. We have swept the Jets. I mean, when Brady was the quarterback, we swept the Jets.
Well, this is where you can take that game that you think I'm wrong on and flip it, and that's why I'm saying that's where I give what I'm giving. I think you guys win 8 games. I think you're going to win 8 games. I think your floor is 7. I think you can chip off one of those, and I think your ceiling is 9. I don't see you getting higher than 9. But that is my objective opinion on the Patriots schedule based on what I see. I mean, that's just right now, today, right? Obviously, all of this is subject to change. Come week 2, who knows who's doing what?
We got to see how everything looks.
Correct.
That's like the key.
Correct.
Like everybody thought the world of us after we beat Cincinnati.
Right.
Won last year.
Oh, absolutely. Dude,
are they back?
It crushed, like, you know how many people got crushed out of those? I forget what you call those type of
eliminators.
Yeah. Oh man, there was one eliminating draft thing I was in. There was literally 2 people left for the rest of the season after that week. 2 people left.
I think 80% of all eliminator leagues got wiped out in week 1.
Wiped out.
Because I think the Patriots were the lock of the week.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I loved it. I was not one of them. I was not one of the 80%. I knew we were going to win that game last year. Joe Burrow does not come to play first 3 weeks of the season.
I guess not. And that's my favorite. You know, he's my guy. He's my favorite. He's my favorite. Well, man.
So Jamar Chase is trying to lobby to get all those guys to play in the preseason now. He thinks if they play in the preseason, they're going to do better in the early weeks.
They'll get over the hump.
But guess who's not co-signing that right now? Joey B. He's not co-signing. He's like, what?
No. I'll take this one off. Y'all play with the backup. Nah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. No, man. Hey, this was excellent. It's exactly 2.5 hours. Exactly 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is what we typically normally do. And this dude, I honestly feel like I could go another hour. We haven't even got a chance to really deep dive into a lot of other things. But
yeah,
we'll save it. We'll save it next for for the next and upcoming shows. Spence, we got to get you a show, bro. Seriously. Tell me what I need to do to help you to get this started. I want to be able to start watching your show. I got my two.
Like I was telling you before, I'm working on intro and outro. I gotta come up with a show. I gotta come up with a show name. I was kicking some names around. Last week, I don't know what I'm gonna call this one. Like, I'll have to figure it out. But that's it. That's it's like all the production stuff that you make look so easy. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like I kind of got it so that it's like I still got to get my chat stuff to come together.
Right. Hey, as another one of my favorite YouTubers, Kevin Samuels, build it as you fly it, sir. Build it as you fly it. I try to bring up new, cool things every other show, or titles, this, that. It's trial and error, man. We do it. We do it for the Raider fans, the NFL fans, just fans in general across the board. We are all fans. I am no different, man. So, yeah, just get something started. We need something for Spence. Everybody start throwing out ideas for him, whatever the case may be.
Yes.
Yeah, because we got multiple shows Raiders wise, and I'm sure there's plenty of Pat stuff going on, all that good stuff you can get connected to. But yeah, man, we are just scratching the surface, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, quick story, real quick.
Sure.
I had a cool thing happen to me on X.
Okay.
I commented on so the host of Locked On Patriots.
Okay.
Is Nick Cattles. He's a local sports guy in Boston.
Correct.
I commented on something that he posted. He retweeted it.
Did he really?
Yeah, he retweeted my comment.
Nah.
So I got a retweet from Nick Cattles. So
that's
cool.
Badass. That's badass.
Probably the most viewed comment that I ever had.
Right. Hey, they're starting to listen, man. It's only the beginning. And trust me, hey, I've been telling this guy, be honest, how long have I been telling you, Spence, you need to do this. You need to start a channel. You talk sports just like, right?
Yeah.
Been telling you this for the longest, man, and now you guys get to hear it and see it. So, yeah, we getting there, man. Hey, 2 hours, 30 minutes is always what we do. I'm excited to be back. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate.
Happy to have you back,
everyone. Thank you, man. This is it's a nice, smooth start, and we're gonna be consistent. Trust me. Spencer will tell you, I've been the one constantly on him about being right. We gotta do a show, even if I'm not there. Whatever, we gotta do a show. We will stay on top of this for sure, 100%. Some things obviously, tragedies such as me dealing with my dad and stuff. That's different. Those things are going to happen, but as you can see, I'm full blast. Took that time off, full blast. We are here to represent this community. Cross the borders, right? All those good things. Teams, whether you like them, dislike them, right? Organizations, the whole nine. We're here, man. So, what you got, Spence? Anything for the people?
That's it. Hey, watch the NBA Finals because we're gonna need people to watch it.
Yeah.
The race. If it's gonna be the Pacers and the Thunder, just watch it for the basketball. It's gonna be good basketball. I promise you.
It will. I agree with that.
Right. Halliburton and SGA are two of the future stars of this league.
Right.
So give them a chance.
I agree.
I'm watching. And I'm a Boston fan. I'm gonna watch it anyway. I like Halliburton's game.
Yeah, he's a baller. He's
got good flair. He's a good character.
Yes, absolutely. All right, man. Well, how we get out of here, man. Till the next show, we'll see you.
Welcome.
It's not easy. I'm just telling you, it's not easy, Spence. This stuff is